Hi, it's Tara here from the Sugar Doctor, and welcome to, I think, the fourth part now in this series of how to understand your partner or how to communicate with anyone. Last time we had a look at the masculine and feminine energies of each of the behavioral styles and how that can impact the communication that you have and the kind of goals or the way that you plan to do things together. Today, what I want to look at is the key question that drives each of those behavioral styles. So we have the D energy, or the type who wants to win, very much driven by what? So the question that they always want to know the answer to is, what's in it for me? What am I going to get out of this? The type who wants to be liked, or the I energy, very much wants to know who. The question they want answered is, who's going to be there? Who am I doing this with? The I is all about connection. So they want to people focus on anything that they do. The S energy, or the type that wants to be safe, really wants to understand how. How does it work? How's this going to work? How are we going to do this? How's this going to play out? They're very structured and systematic in their thinking. And the type who wants to be right, or the C energy, is really about why. Why should I do it? Which is a little bit different from what's in it for me, the what's in it for me of the D energy. It's why. Do we really even need to do this? They really want an explanation in detail of why. So let me give you an example to put that in context. Say if I were to be planning a party, I would invite my D friend, the type who wants to win. They would say to me, what's in it for me? Why would I come to the party? So it might be that it's a great networking opportunity, because that kind of energy, the type who wants to win, quite frequently need some kind of maybe business context, or that they really need a reason to be there that's over and above simply social interaction. It could be, the why could be that that there's people there who really make them feel significant, that there's people there who they really connect with, there's people there whose conversation they really enjoy. Perhaps they talk about being an entrepreneur, perhaps they have a sporting team in common, and that's their focus. So they really need to know why they would want to go and do anything. They won't just go because you want them to, and neither will they just go because it might be fun. It needs to have some kind of purpose for them, whatever that means to them. And we'll have some more conversation around that later. The type who wants to be liked, or the I energy, really wants to understand who's going to be there. So when I'm arranging this party, they want to know, is it going to be fun? Is there going to be a variety of people there? Are there going to be people that I like there? And even more than that, are there going to be people there who like me, because I want to feel like I belong? Talking about me, obviously that's my energy as well. So the type who want to be liked, they need to feel like they're going to be accepted at the party. The type who want to be safe and comfortable, they're going to want to know the details of the party. How's this going to work? How's this going to play out? Who's planning it? What are the details? Where are we eating? They want to know systematically more about how the party's sort of going to play out. And the type who wants to be safe and the type who want to be right also tend to be a little bit more of an introverted energy. So they might not be so fast to come along to the party. The type who wants to be right, they want to know, why should I go? In fact, they're probably going to be the hardest ones to get to go to this party, being a naturally introverted energy and being someone who really wants to know, like, the specifics, the why of what's going to be happening. So it might be, why the party is important. It might be that it's something that you would love for them to do to support you. to provide more of a team aspect for you. And because there'll be people there who really appreciate that they're going. So they're going to want to know why, but they're probably also going to want an opportunity to connect with someone who they know, to sort of tag it to that past-based viewpoint that we talked about earlier. They're going to want more detail around who's going to be there, whether they're going to be able to connect with them, and whether it will be interesting for them. They're not going to want to go somewhere where it's just sort of standing around and they're going to have to fend for themselves. And we'll look a little bit more around these questions for each of the behavioural styles in the upcoming videos. So I trust that you have a little bit more of a sense of how that works. Let me give you one more example, because I think this is a really good one, and it's the one that my trainer sort of taught to me, is around a book. So, you know, if you were to give a book to the type who wants to win, they're just going to read the cover. What's this book about? They're going to be the ones who pick up, you know, the 7 steps to success. Okay, I want success. I'll read that book. The I energy, or the type who wants to be liked, are going to pick up the book. And the likelihood is that either it will have been recommended to us by someone who we trust and know and like, or that we might have a look on the back cover and see that someone who we respect has read it and written a testimonial on it. So it's very much about the who. The how, for the type who wants to be safe, you know, they might look at the index. How's this going to get me success? What's the structure and systems behind how this is going to work? And the type who wants to be right, a little bit harder to convince. Why will I read it? Why would I read it? Why would I believe what they say? You know, so they're going to look for a lot more contextualizing around what they already know, in order to get them to want to read this new book, if they do at all. So I trust that that helps. I'm looking forward to some more conversation, and thank you all for your feedback on the earlier videos. I very much appreciate it, and I'm really enjoying sharing this journey and this information with you, and seeing it play out for you in your relationships. So I'll talk to you soon. I think next time, oops, gosh, this is really technical for me. This is iPhone on a shelf. So next time we'll be looking at intuition versus factual-based thinking. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.